Hey everybody, we're supposed to be on spring break this week, but I don't know how many of us actually are having a spring break. I'm still here at work, and nice to see you again. We left off, we just met Miggery Sow and heard about her very sad life, and she just turned only 7 years old. And remember at the end of last chapter, she saw the royalty going by on their horses. Remember Miggery Sow, "Gore," said Miggery Sow. So let's pick up there, chapter 27, A Wish. That night, in the small dark hut that she shared with Uncle and the sheep, Mig tried to speak of what she had seen. "Uncle," said she, I saw some human stars today." "How's that?" "I saw them all glittering and glowing, and there was a little princess wearing her own little crown and riding on a little white tippy-toed horse." "What are you going on about?" said Uncle. "I saw a king and a queen and a itty-bitty princess," shouted Meg. "So?" shouted Uncle back. "I would like," said Mig shyly, "I wish to be one of them princesses." "Har," laughed Uncle, "har. An ugly dumb thing like you. You ain't even worth the enormous lot I paid for you. Don't I wish every night that I had back that good hen and that red tablecloth in place of you?" He did not wait for Mig to guess the answer to his question. "I do," he said. "I wish it every night. That tablecloth was the color of blood. That hen could lay eggs like nobody's business." He's so mean. Anyway, "I want to be a princess," said Mig. "I want to wear a crown." "A crown?" Uncle laughed. "She wants to wear a crown." He laughed harder. He took the empty kettle and put it on top of his head. "Look at me," he said. "I'm a king. See my crown? I'm a king, just like I always wanted to be. I'm a king because I want to be one." He danced around the hut with the kettle on his head. He laughed until he cried. And then he stopped dancing and took the kettle from his head and looked at Mig and said, "Do you want a good clout to the ear for such nonsense?" "No, thank you, Uncle," said Mig. But she got one anyway. "Look here," said Uncle, after the clout had been delivered. "We will hear no more talk of princesses. Besides, who ever asked what you wanted in this world, girl?" The answer to that question, reader, as you well know, was absolutely no one. Okay, chapter 28, To the Castle. Okay, that sounds kind of exciting to me. Sounds like some action. Here we go. Years passed. Mig spent them scrubbing the kettle and tending the sheep and cleaning the hut and collecting innumerable, uncountable, extremely painful clouts to the ear. In the evening, spring or winter, summer or fall, Mig stood in the field as the sun set, hoping that the royal family would pass before her again. "Gore, I would like to see that little princess another time, wouldn't I?" This hope, this wish, that she would see the princess again was lodged deep in Meg's heart. Lodged firmly right next to it was the hope that she, Miggery Sow, could someday become a princess herself. The first of Meg's wishes was granted in a roundabout way when King Philip outlawed soup. The king's men were sent out to deliver the grim news and to collect from the people of the kingdom of Dor their kettles, their spoons, and their bowls. Reader, you know exactly how and why this law came to pass. So you would not be surprised as Uncle was when one Sunday a soldier of the king knocked on the door of the hut that Mig and Uncle and the sheep shared and announced that soup was against the law. "How's that?" said Uncle. "By royal order of King Philip," repeated the soldier. "I am sent here to tell you that soup has been outlawed in the kingdom of Dor. You will, by order of the king, never again consume soup." nor will you think of it or talk about it. And I, as one of the king's loyal servants, am here to take from you your spoons, your kettle, and your bowls." "But that can't be," said Uncle. "Nevertheless, it is." What'll we eat? And what'll we eat it with?" "Cake," suggested the soldier, "with a fork." "And wouldn't that be lovely," said Uncle, "if we could afford to eat cake?" The soldier shrugged. "I am only doing my duty. Please hand over your spoons, your bowls, and your kettle." Uncle grabbed hold of his beard. He let go of his beard and grabbed the hair on his head. "Unbelievable," he shouted. "I suppose next the king will be wanting my sheep and my girl, seeing as those are the only possessions I have left." "You own a girl?" said the soldier. "I do," said Uncle, "a worthless one, but still, she is mine." "Ah," said the soldier, "that, I am afraid, is against the law, too. No human may own another in the kingdom of Dor." "But I paid for her fair and square, with a good laying hen, and a handful of cigarettes, and a blood-red tablecloth." "No matter," said the soldier. "It is against the law to own another. Now, you will hand over to me, if you please, your spoons, your bowls, your kettle, and your girl. Or, if you choose not to hand over these things, then you will come with me to be imprisoned in the castle dungeon. Which will it be?" And that is how Miggery Sow came to be sitting in a wagon full of soup-related items next to a soldier of the king. "Do you have parents?" said the soldier. "I will return you to them." "Eh?" "A ma?" shouted the soldier. "Dead," said Mig. "Your pa?" shouted the soldier. "I ain't seen him since he sold me." "Right, I'll take you to the castle then." "Gore," said Mig, looking around the wagon in confusion. "You want me to paddle?" "To the castle," shouted the soldier. "I'll take you to the castle." "The castle? Where the itty-bitty princess lives?" "That's right." "Gore," said Mig. "I aim to be a princess too someday." "That's a fine dream," said the soldier. He clucked to the horse and tapped the rein, and they took off. "I am happy to be going," said Mig, putting a hand up and gently touching one of her cauliflower ears. Might just as well be happy. Oh, sorry, this is the soldier's voice. "Might just as well be happy, seeing as it doesn't make a difference to anyone but you, if you are or not," said the soldier. "We will take you to the castle, and they will set you up fine. You will no longer be a slave. You will be a paid servant." "Eh?" said Meg. "You will be a servant," shouted the soldier, "not a slave." "Gore," said Mig, satisfied. "A servant I will be, not a slave." She was 12 years old. Her mother was dead. Her father had sold her. Her uncle, who wasn't her uncle at all, had clouded her until she was almost deaf. And she wanted more than anything in the world to be a little princess wearing a golden crown and riding a high-stepping horse. Reader, do you think that is a terrible thing to hope for, when there really is no reason to hope at all? Or is it, as the soldier said about happiness, something that you might just as well do, since in the end, it really makes no difference to anyone but you? What do you think? I say it's important to have hopes and dreams. I don't know if I can get this done. I only have about 3 or 4 minutes before the tape runs out, but it's kind of a long chapter. It might have to wait till tomorrow, I think. Yeah, I think it will. Okay, we'll pick this up tomorrow. We have Miggery Sow at the castle. So that'll be fun. Things are changing. Okay, we miss you. Bye.